Hi Capricorn, I'm Jennifer Angel, these are your stars. Quite a bit happening this week. Let's start with the Uranus and Pluto square. Now, Pluto in your sign, and Pluto does come out of its retrograde phase this week on the 18th, and stationary, and Pluto is a square with Uranus, which is in your solar fourth house, which is all to do with family, your domestic situation, and things around the home. Okay, so what these squares can do is they can really just challenge you to make some changes and to make things better in your life. But sometimes for things to get better, they have to break down a little bit. So it certainly does challenge you to move out of your comfort zone, let's say. Now, this is the second of 7 squares between Pluto and Uranus over a 3-year period. Now, the first one was back in June the 26th. So think back to that time. Did something happen around that time? And the next one is May the 21st next year, and the last one being March the 17th, 2015. Okay, so it's a period of change. It's a period over 3 years that when you look back over the next, when you get to March, the 17th, or 3 years from now, when you look back, I'm sure we'll all, myself being a Capricorn as well, will be able to say, wow, we're in a different place now. It hasn't always been fun, but it's certainly been empowering. And that is what is happening at the moment. In Capricorn, you are a person of great strength and stability, and you really can cope with anything that happens in your life, even though we are prone to get the Capricorn blues, and it's probably not a Capricorn on Earth that doesn't understand what I'm saying there, but we always get ourselves back out of it, and that's the main thing, and that's what's to remember. And also, I think when we go into those periods of blues, it's like our reflection period. It gives us a chance to just sit back, check out from life for even a small time, even if it's a day, and just reassess and get some clarity of where we're going and where we want to end up and how we're going to get there. And that's what's happening at the moment. Now, when your career zone, you're going to have a new start that happens with your career in another 3 to 4 weeks time. Okay, so this is a time when you can start thinking about your goals, thinking about how you want to rearrange your life, and what changes you want to make. I mean, are the goals and the aspirations that you had a year ago or even a month ago, are they the same now? Perhaps you've been feeling, well, maybe I could do something different, and perhaps that's not a bad idea, but don't throw everything out. You have specific skills which you've built over a lifetime, even if you're a young Capricorn, and you don't want to throw everything out. I mean, speaking from experience, when you walk away from your destined path, it doesn't always work out for you. So you want to build on what you have and build on the skills that you have, rather than trying to do something totally different, unless that something totally different is using the skills that you have. And as I said, this is the time to build on those skills and progress. Now, there's quite a bit of discussion or communication likely to be happening over this week and over this next immediate period. There is a few aspects happening with Mercury, the communication planet, and one is the square with Pluto in your sign. Mercury is in your business area. So you may have to stand up and say it as it is, and stand in your circle of power there. But remember, there's a fine line between assertive and aggressive, and you don't want to, with Pluto involved, there is a can encourage you, let's say, to be a little bit aggressive, because let's face it, Capricorn, you are powerful when you want to use that, but you want to use the power of Pluto in a positive way, not in a ruthless way, okay? And that old saying, you gather more bees through honey than vinegar. I think that's the saying. Quite often get sayings mixed up, but yeah. So remember that. Now, the other thing that's happening this week is that you do have a very nice connection with Venus and Jupiter. And Jupiter is sitting there in your 6th house, and as a side note, you're probably finding it a little bit difficult to keep your level of well-being up. Jupiter can encourage us to be a little indulgent, let's say, but there is a nice aspect between Jupiter and Venus, which is in your 8th house, so which indicates that you may have to be the one to step out there and go after what you want. Like, don't expect it to be handed to you on a platter, and as a Capricorn you don't, but if you see an opportunity, then it's time to sort of step out there and grasp it, and the people that are able to support you will step forward. So there's lots of movement happening this week, okay? So don't get too reactive of what's happening. Certainly stand up for yourself, but be assertive and not aggressive. Have a great week. I'm Jennifer Angel. Thanks for watching.